Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander review. Today we're talking about Volrath the Fallen. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit faster on these next couple videos, just because I'm trying to make sure I get the content out to you guys. I don't want to fall behind. I know I keep falling behind, and I don't want to keep doing that. So, today we're talking about Volrath. Volrath is a Phyrexian shapeshifter. It's also the last commander from the Nemesis set. It is a 6/4. It costs 3 generic mana and 3 black mana. It's a lot of mana for a giant creature, and it has one ability. For 1 and a black, discard a creature card from your hand. Volrath the Fallen gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the discarded card's mana value. So, shapeshifter, sacrifice something, make it bigger. And that's really all there is to it. Very simple. Bigger mana value, bigger Volrath gets. And you can do it at instant speed, which is cool. Obviously, one of the best cards to synergize with it that is legal in the Commander format is Draco, which is a 16 mana value creature. Discard that, give Volrath +16/+16 and make it a 22/20. That is a one-shot commander damage kill with Volrath right there. And like I said, you can do it at instant speed. So give it some form of evasion or hope that your opponents can't or won't block for whatever reason, and you can instantly take players out, which is really cool. The deck that I am putting Volrath in is kind of going off of that Voltron style gameplay, because I am building a weird janky keyword soup deck in mono black, and so I want to give Volrath all these keywords, make it very hard to deal with, and then of course deal lots of damage. And there are some graveyard shenanigans in the deck because it is mono black, so this is one of those things where I can discard creatures that have cool keywords on them and then take advantage of that later. But still be able to do lots of damage with Volrath. A popular deck idea on EDH Rec is a more streamlined Voltron deck in mono black. You want to have very expensive creatures to discard to deal tons of damage, like Shadow of Mortality. 15 total mana, right underneath Draco as far as the mana value is concerned. Silver Shroud costume is fantastic because it makes it so Volrath can't be blocked. Strands of Night, great way to recur things, right? Return your graveyard to play. Yeah, great way to recur things back into play once you've discarded them to cheat that mana cost. Is very cool. And then lastly, I thought about doing kind of the same thing as I did for Lin Civi, is a graveyard shenanigans creature spellslinger deck where you want to continuously discard things to Volrath to deal lots of damage in a single go, but then later on you're going to be able to play those spells from your graveyard with things like Escape, Disturb. Gravebreaker Lamia will make it so those spells cost less from your graveyard. And of course you're in mono black, so there are tons of ways to get creatures from the graveyard either to play or back to your hand in mono black. So very strong ability, but with some fun, interesting twists, because you're going to want to constantly discard to make Volrath strong and then be able to play those cards later in the game, which is a lot of fun. A surprise commander for sure. This is all we got for Volrath right here. He is a surprise gotcha commander, but because of that, it does make him a very big threat. So be prepared to have protections for him, but also be prepared to sling a lot of creatures to the graveyard to get max damage on your opponents and have a lot of fun. So this is a really cool commander. I like it. I'm going to have a lot of fun playing with it. Like I said earlier, I can't wait to build this weird keyword soup deck in mono black when it's something that you usually see in white decks. I'm very excited to play with it, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below, especially if there's anything I missed. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!